Alright, welcome back to another daily race track guide breakdown. Daily race C this week is at Willow Springs International Raceway. And the card of choice this week seems to be the Audi TT Cup 2016 Gr4 car. This track is notorious for just spitting you off. It's a bit of fun online, so we'll do a run through and it'll be good. Let's do it. Alright, as we cross the line, you're running in top gear, fifth gear. What you're looking for is essentially where is he coming off the brakes and what gear we're rolling into. So you're in fifth and you're making your way over to the right hand side of the track. We're looking for our brake marker here. He's still on the accelerator at the 100. And he's still, so between the 50 and the 100 is where he comes off his throttle. He's down to fourth. And he's turning in basically at about that 50 mark as well. So he's just trying to make this corner as wide as possible. He's got 50% brake on it as he comes in. And he's just going to feather that a little bit. This whole course is about holding as much speed as possible through some very, very long corners. Some of the camber helps you, some of it doesn't. But you're going to see a lot of feathering the brakes and a lot of just playing with the throttle the whole way through this lap. So a bit of practice to get it right. It's a lot of fun. It can go very wrong very easily, but a good fun track. So he's come in, he's turned in left. You're going to see him cut this curve a little bit, but not much because he can unsettle the car too much. He's going to go as wide as he feels comfortable. Into fourth, full throttle. So just taking a look from the inside as well. You're going to make your way over to the right hand side of the track. We're looking to spot our brake marker. Again, full throttle here, full throttle at the 100, and then halfway through, he's coming off the throttle, down to fourth, playing with the brakes a little bit, holding fourth the whole way through, and then back on the accelerator as soon as he's comfortable. So he was on the accelerator basically at the apex, just before the apex. And then onwards. So then in fourth gear, you're going to go as wide as you can over to the left, into fifth even, full accelerator. So he's turning in without lifting off the throttle, and then as he's turning in, he's still full throttle here. He's gearing down to fourth, taking his foot off, and just playing with this throttle between half and full the whole way through it. So when you get a sense of what your car's doing, but as soon as he can, he's on full throttle again. Just basically not trying to hug the inside line, but trying to keep the corner as tight as possible for the shortest distance around the track, without obviously overdoing it. So he's in fourth, out as far wide as he can go on the left, just to again hold as much speed as he can. So taking a look from this angle, he's in fifth, turning in, and you're basically looking just to, in this view, touch the right hand tires to that white line. That's what it's going to look like in here. Into fourth, and then just hold fourth. He's going to play with the accelerator. No brakes here, just literally just playing with the throttle the whole way through it. Getting up towards fifth again, and then you come out here as wide as you can on the left, and you're immediately looking for your next brake marker. So then coming here, you're going to go as far right as you can. At the 100, you can see still full throttle. Still full throttle as we hit the 50. And he's coming off right as we hit the 50. Into third, so fourth, third, and then he's going to hold third through here. There's a little bit of brakes, but again, trying to hold as much speed as we can. So quick full brake, and then just kind of holding 50%. Wants to touch this inside apex in third, but as he's doing that, he's trying to go full throttle again to hold as much speed as he can. He's going to go almost as far right as you can. If you go too far right, it can muck up the next corner here, but he's in third. Again, just playing with the throttle. A little bit of brake, but mostly just playing with the throttle, and then going as far wide as you can to the left. Not touching the dirt. If you touch the dirt either side of this road, it's just going to spit you. It's the way the circuit is, which is what makes it so much fun to drive. So coming in here, you're looking for your brake marker, just with the inside view here. So 50 is our mark. He's going to hit it, throttle off, full brakes down to 50% brakes, touch on the left hand side, full throttle in third. Not going to go as wide as possible to the right, but leave a little bit in it. Hold third, just play with the throttle on and off. Touch the brakes if you need to, if you get it wrong, but just mostly just playing with the throttle through here. Go as far left as you can without hitting the dirt, and then full throttle again. So coming up, you've got the only corner in the track that you really want to cut, and your goal is to try and make this S-bend as straight as possible to give you a really good exit down to the left. So you'll see he's going to come in here, he's full throttle. He's going to basically run 3/4 of the car off the track. He's going to lift throttle a little bit because your car is going to get really upset for a second. But then what that does is he's going to get the best corner he can get turning left here. So he's into third, he's holding fourth. You can kind of cut this a little bit tighter as well, but you get the idea. So fourth, full throttle, and you should hold as much speed as you possibly can through that whole section there. So again, just from the inside view, full throttle, in third, into fourth. You're going to cut this track. It's going to get unsettled. He touches the brake here just briefly to settle it, and then into fourth again, full throttle. Going to go as wide as he can to the right, just to make, again, hold as much speed through this. And if you get this right, there's a massive straight just over this hill, which is really critical. You got some great drafts in the race here, but if you get that right, you'll just be gaining time the whole way down. So once on this back straight, you're just holding top gear, full throttle. The temptation on this corner is to go as wide as possible because you think it's going to benefit you, but the corner is so much bigger than you actually think. So you're in fifth, and you're just going to hold full throttle for the first half of this corner. Hold it to the right, keep the track as short as possible, and then as you get to this bit where you see the boards on the left hand side, you want to creep over to the left and then look for your marker where you lift your throttle. So you can see you're still full throttle. Basically the 150 mark is where you're going to lift throttle, and you're just going to play with it essentially. Just feather your throttle. There's barely any brake in this, and if you get it right, you'll hold fifth gear, maximum speed, which will give you a great rundown. Again, from the inside view, you're in fifth gear, full throttle. You'll be tempted to go wide, but stick to the right and just hug this full throttle the whole way through it. Try to spot where these brake markers are. You'll see the 250 come up, and we're aiming for the 150 to lift throttle. A little bit of brake, just make sure it's turning in, but then you can essentially be back on full throttle again, and then away you go. This will give you a great exit, huge speed down this back straight, and you get that right, you'll have a good lap. So that's it. That's Willow Springs International Raceway in the Gr4 cars this week. Happy lap time hunting. As you see here, it crosses the line with a healthy 1:15.732. If you can get anywhere near that, you're doing really well.